Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Queen. So in this channel I share more information on how you can move abroad. You can migrate to maybe New Zealand, to the US, to name all, to the yeah. And I've done videos on how you can move to New Zealand, to Australia, and which other video? Please go guys and watch all of them. I've done all. And in this video I'll be talking about Denmark. So I came across this opportunity in Denmark, and one of my friends shared with me, and I thought of sharing with you. So this visa is called like it's like a volunteer, it's voluntary that you volunteer in Denmark. You volunteer to in farms, you help in health sector, you help in teaching children, help in teaching adults, teaching teenagers. So yeah, so this voluntary opportunity is for 1 year. So you volunteer in Denmark for 1 year, and the good thing is that you'll be able to learn the Danish language. And another advantage is that you don't need a Danish language to move to Denmark. So you can apply even if you're an English speaker. And also the good thing is that you can apply overseas. If you're there in Africa, you can apply. If you're there in any other country, any other part of the world, you can apply for this opportunity. So you don't need a Danish language. And the good thing is that when you go, you volunteer for this, it will add how do we call it? It will add more experience in your CV, and yeah, that's a good thing. And you don't need to be licensed by the organization for you to apply. And the visa cost is free, but it depends with the organization that you apply with. So some organization, they might not pay for your visa. Some you have they cater for your visa, so sometimes you don't need to pay for it. So guys, watch till the end. So I'll be showing you on all the opportunities that are there for the voluntary, and the organization that are hiring. And please stay tuned till the end guys, please. And please don't forget to subscribe to support my channel, and also yeah, so that you can be notified in any video that I upload. So I'll be uploading now and then on the information that I get from different friends of mine. So yes. So when you go to this Danish website, you scroll down, and I'll be sharing on my description on this website that you can check on this volunteer. Volunteer, you will be working in Denmark as a volunteer. As a volunteer, you are doing voluntary and paid work for a social or humanitarian character. So the process time for the visa is 3 months, and processing fee is you don't have to pay for anything. So it means that the process fee is free. And what do you need to know how to apply? So let's go down here. It's saying who can apply for this resident permit. So let's go and see. So you can apply. So if you are doing voluntary and paid work of social or humanitarian character, you can be granted a permit to stay and work as a volunteer in Denmark. If you are a citizen of EU, you no need to apply for a resident permit, but must instead apply for EU residence. So for the people who are applying in from Asia, from Africa, you need to apply for a resident permit. So let's go back and see what else they need. What are the conditions? So if you have if you're found a voluntary and paid job in Denmark where the work tasks have a social or humanitarian aim, you can be granted a resident permit as a volunteer. You must meet certain conditions. So let's see the age. So for you to apply for this voluntary in Denmark, you must be between 18 and 30 years old to be granted a permit. you must not have turned 31 years old. So you must, your age, the age gap for this volunteer, you must be between 18 and 30. If you're older than that, you can't apply for this. So you need to go through all of this. So let's get to the character and extent of your work. So you need to go through this. Your work in Denmark should be of benefit of trial and marginalized people and should contribute to Danish society. The work can also be with children and young people where you are responsible for activities, instruction, or for acting as a role model. So you'll be working with children. Yeah, so it depends. So the work cannot be ordinary salaried work, e.g. cleaning, although you're employed by a social or humanitarian organization. Neither you can be granted a resident permit as a volunteer if your job in Denmark aims to prepare a social or humanitarian work conducted abroad. So let's see. You must so for you to apply for this, you need to have sufficient fund. You must have sufficient fund to be able to support yourself. If you're not provided with a room and board by the organization where you will be working as a volunteer, or by the organization organizing your stay as a volunteer, you must have sufficient funds to support yourself during your stay in Denmark. You have sufficient funds if you have disposable funds of 6,589 Denmark money per month, and you must multiply this amount with the number of months you are going to work as a volunteer. So so you need to go through that, and let's go to the insurance. The organization arranging the stay or your volunteer workplace must take out both health and liability insurance that cover you during. So the organization that is hiring you is gonna arrange for your health, so it's gonna cover for you. If you're staying in Denmark for more than 3 months, a health insurance is not needed. So yeah, that's all. So you need to go through everything, and let's go back and see what are the condition. Okay, let's see whether you can apply with the resident with your family. So okay, a resident and work permit on the basis of voluntary and paid work as a volunteer does not allow your family to come with Denmark with you, because this voluntary voluntary job, you are going to stay for a short period. So that's why. So you can bring your family if you stay for, if you finish your voluntary job and you get a job in Denmark. So that's when you can bring your family with you. So let's go here. You need to go through the rights. If I'm granted the permit, how long, let's say how long you can stay in Denmark. You can be granted a resident permit for a period you are employed as a volunteer. However, the period cannot be longer than 18 months. Yeah, it's a short period program, and so you need to also go through the risk. So penalty risk. If I'm already residing in Denmark on a visiting visa, you'll get a penalty risk, and yeah. So let's go back and see. Penalty risk. What do I need for you to apply? So what more do I need to know before I apply? An application for a resident permit as a volunteer is processed by the Danish Agency for International Recruitment and Integration. If you are in Denmark, when submitting the application, you must be here legally. So you must have made an agreement about voluntary and paid work with a Danish organization or with the place of volunteering to be able to apply. There is no fee for submitting the application.
so you will not be charged. So the application is free. How to apply? Yeah, please note that as a rule, Siri will refuse your application for a resident permit on a new grounds if the application is submitted permanently in relation to the wishes of start date for your stay in Denmark. If you submit such an application earlier than 6 months before your stay in Denmark will begin, you can expect a refusal to your application. If you have paid Siri case processing fee, you will not receive a refund of the fee. Siri will contact you or the organization if we need further information to process your case. So let's go back and see. So you need to go through and read everything keenly, and let's see whether your family can apply for the resident. A residence and a work permit on the basis of the voluntary and paid work as a volunteer does not allow your family to come. Yeah, so we went through that, and yep. So guys, this website gives more details on what you need to know before you apply. So how to apply? Below you will fill a step-by-step guide to submit an application to the Danish Agency for International Recruitment and Integration Siri. It is important that you have carefully read the condition for being granted a resident permit before you begin. Step 1, you will do this on the tab need to know on the left. So the first thing, you need to gather documentation, complete and submit application form, go for biometrics, and then you receive your answer whether you qualify or not. And let's go to here to gathering information. It is good idea to gather the necessary documents before you start to complete the application form. You can use the checklist below. If you submit documents not written in English, Norwegian, you must submit certified transaction into Danish or English. Yeah, so if you come from an English speaking country and your documents are in English, then you can submit your application. You must submit a copy of pages of your passport, including empty pages and the passport front and back over. Documentation from the volunteering organization describing your work task as a volunteer. The other thing is agreement between you and the organization, what you are to receive from the organization, e.g., pocket money, food, and accommodations. We say that this is a voluntary program, it's not like a job, so you'll get the pocket money. So the other thing is documentation of health insurance, only for stays shorter than 3 months. The other thing is documentation of liability insurance. The other thing is documentation of your ability to support yourself financially if applicable. So the other, let's go to complete and submitting the application. So expect to use 50 minutes completing the application for one person. Your complete okay, yeah. So they are saying use the form XG1. Please note that it is mandatory to use this application form under special circumstances. You can be exempted from the requirement to use an online application form. You can read more about it. So you read about more about it, and please note that it is mandatory to fill your passport number in this application form. If you are not possession of valid passport, you can contact us for a guidance. So let's go to the biometrics. When you apply for the resident permit, you must have your biometrics features recorded. This means that you must have a facial photo taken and your fingerprints recorded. The facial photo and your fingerprints will be stored in a microchip embedded in the resident card, which will be issued to you if you are granted a permit. If you do not agree to have your biometrics featured recorded, your application will be rejected. This means that your application will not be processed. Okay, so there is more information about biometrics here, so you need to go through it. So they also indicated when you're in Denmark what you need. So let's go to number 4. Receive an answer. You have submitted your application successfully. If you have submitted the application, had your biometric features recorded, you can see the normal case processing time to the right in this page. When we make a decision in your case, you receive an answer. So we'll contact you or your employer if we need further information to process your case. Yeah, so guys, this website, you see, it has given us all the information. So please watch till the end, because I'll be showing you on the organization that are hiring and the yeah and the places that they are hiring. So this is one of the organization in Denmark that are hiring. It's called Workers Packers. So work exchange and volunteer programs abroad. So these are some of the jobs. So they're saying like this one is saying need rights to work, you must have a car. So yep, so I think this will more apply for to people who are already in Denmark because of the driving license. And the other one is we need help with gardening, taking care of animals, painting, 30 hours per week. So and you'll be having a shared dorm, 3 meals, childcare. So like you'll be provided with almost everything, because you'll be having the food, you'll be having somewhere to sleep, so you won't sleep outside or have stress on where to sleep. So another thing is is help me renovating a Japanese house in Kanagawa. So it's also in Denmark, and you work for 20 hours per week building and repairing. So yeah, they have so many opportunities. Help us in our old beautiful countryside B&B in Denmark, 24 hours gardening, cleaning, housekeeping at least 30 days, private room, 3 meals. So yeah, and also help us with general tasks and explore the best of Denmark. So 30 hours per week, kitchen hand, cleaning, administration, gardening. So you see guys, they have so many opportunities you can apply to. And yeah, please guys, you can try this, and I hope it will help you in application. And all the best. I'll be sharing on another two websites that you can apply. Those organizations they are hiring, sorry. And thank you for watching my video till the end. Please guys, make sure that you subscribe, share, and comment.